Welcome to this short video on reflective writing for your Physician Associate course. The first thing to think about is that reflection is a natural process. It's something we do all the time, especially when having new experiences. It isn't just something we do when we have to write a reflective essay. Now, reflection is predominantly about your thoughts and feelings about experiences and how you can use those thoughts and feelings to help you when you do things in the future. It's about wringing the last little bit of learning out of every experience that you have to make the most of that. There are academic models of reflection, and these give you a structure and help you ask questions of your experiences. There are many different ones, but here I'm just going to look at two of the most commonly used ones, Gibbs and Rolfe et al. The Gibbs reflective cycle is used a lot by nursing students. It's an excellent starting point if you're new to reflecting. It helps to structure your writing by giving a section for each of the different elements of the reflective process. However, it is quite superficial and may not ask as in-depth probing questions as some other models. It's common to see more able students trying to bring analysis in at the descriptive, emotional and evaluative stages because they're used to doing that in other writing, and they end up analysing twice, and indeed trying to analyse their analysis, which can get very confusing. Also, it doesn't take into consideration assumptions that you may hold about experiences, the need to look objectively at different perspectives, and there doesn't seem to be an explicit suggestion that the learning will result in a change of assumptions, perspectives or practice. You could legitimately respond to the question, what would you do next time, by answering that you would do the same, but does that really constitute deep level reflection? The Rolfe et al. Framework for reflexive learning can lead to deeper reflection, and it's more suitable for experienced reflective practitioners. Each of these questions is premised by the word at the top, and they're just examples of the sort of things that you could ask, meaning it's very flexible whilst giving you a basic framework. So you can see that the what section has questions like what did I learn, what was I trying to achieve, but it also has some questions that would come into later stages than the descriptive stage of the Gibbs cycle, like what was good or bad about the experience, and what feelings did it evoke in myself and others. The next bit, theoretical, is where you're bringing in the reading, the literature, and any professional guidelines. So here you're asking that so what question. So what does it teach me? So what does it imply about my learning? So what's my new understanding of the situation? And finally, the action-oriented section is about looking to the future. So now, what do I need to do better? And this brings in something that isn't mentioned at all in the Gibbs framework. What might be the consequences of changing something? It is still a cyclical process, even though this is shown as 3 distinct steps. You can see by the arrow at the bottom that this is iterative and we should never stop reflecting. Note the main similarities between these. These are key to good reflective writing. It's very important to realise that it's about your thoughts and feelings, not just a description. You're relating those experiences to theory and you're looking forward, not just back. Now, many students struggle with bringing theory into their reflective writing. But what you've got to realise is that the reflective process, where you're looking at theory after the event, enables you to consider information that you did not have at the time, to see if that could help you when you're moving forwards. Here's a short video that suggests one way of bringing theory into your reflective writing.
Reflective writing tasks commonly expect you to connect theories or concepts from research to concrete experiences, with examples of what people do, say, think and feel. These can be your experiences or those of others, such as those described in research. When you can clearly match theory with concrete experiences, you show you understand the theory or concept you're writing about. One way to organize your writing is to think of waves. Waves can be different lengths. The following 3 examples will show you waves in a paragraph. This wave starts with theory and then shifts down to concrete experience. For example, here the concept of maturation is connected to Ruby and the example of putting on shoes. So, the theory comes first in this example. Then a link is made to a child's experiences. The experiences that are described focus on details of the child's physical development. This is a good example because the writer clearly matches concrete examples with theory. Another option is to start with concrete experience and then shift up to theory. Here the example of Ruby trying to put on her shoes is related to the concept of maturation. The concrete experiences from the child's physical development come first. These are then linked to theory. Again, there is a clear match between the examples and the theory. A third option is the full wave. Here, Erikson's theory is related to joining a football team. This experience is also related to Kohlberg's theory. So, there are two theories, and both are related to an experience of playing school sport. So the details of one experience are used to show understanding of two different theories. Use language to make smooth links between theory and experience. Here's some wording for starting to go down the wave. And here's some wording for starting to go up the wave. So you have different options, and your job is to clearly match experiences with theory. These are general guidelines only. Check your assignment instructions.
Within this course, your reflection should be related directly to your personal and professional development, and they should involve all of these things. They should be self-aware, insightful, critical, not only about the literature, but also your own actions, and constructive, looking to the future. As well as the literature, you need to be drawing on the relevant professional guidance when discussing your PPD needs. And your reflection should feed directly into your personal development plan. So each conclusion from your reflection should be an item for development and show how you're going to do it. Thank you for watching.